So Rick Rubin was saying,
yes,
had this interesting, like, I don't know, I guess it was from a podcast or something. And he was saying something about like great music. And Nosh, you might be able to explain a little better than me since you sent it. But from what I took from it was he was saying that like sometimes like if everyone loves a song that you do, that kind of means that you didn't go deep enough as far as the music, as far as the writing. But if you have a bit more of a polarized response, like a bit more of a love-hate type of thing, then that kind of means that you went somewhere with it, because almost nothing should be for everyone. It should be for a specific audience. Did I summarize that okay?
Yes, yeah. Like there's a few takes on it, because like the way he said it was that as well. But like when I sent it to you, I was thinking from like the artist perspective. He also talked.
What? Say that again. I was playing the theme song, and I realized when I play the theme song, it just cuts us off, so we can't.
Okay.
Put it in post.
Yeah, so he talks about like when you're creating that you need to create it, like you need to love it first. You need to be in love with it, and then you put it out, and then things happen. But like, and that's what we always have done as you know, TMF, Sea and Ocean, with all the collaborations. We always do from the heart, from the soul, all authentic. That's how we've always done it, and that's cool, and that's a good spot to be in, because then you know, then you put it out there. But like the reason I sent you the video was I was thinking like, because you know he gave the example of you know, Drake and stuff like that. So people like really fuck with Drake, and people really fucking hate Drake. And that's amazing to have such polarizing views on the same song, because like one part of the song that some people love, one part of that song people loathe. So it's kind of like he was talking about that. And I was thinking like from TMF artists, like we haven't had like we've had lots of support and we've appreciated all of it. It's been amazing. And we've had a bit of like pushback and negative stuff, but we haven't had like 100% love and 100% hate at the same time over like one song or one project. There hasn't been like such a dramatic polarizing just thought on it from people like that. So we've had like, I don't know, maybe 80-20 or something. It's not been like boom boom. So I don't know, I found that really interesting. And he's such a profound speaker when he talks, like when he gets on his monologues and talks about like creation and how it's a spiritual thing, and like you make music for God and like you release it into the world. Like I fuck with everything he says. He's like one of the best. So like, yeah, I've seen lots of his little bits, and like his interview with Pharrell and Kendrick are phenomenal. If anybody hasn't seen those, you should check them. Just great convos from like really, really spiritual musical people. And it's just like the connection is like unbelievable, man. So I don't know. I was just thinking we've made lots of music from the heart and the soul, and there's lots of authenticity and everything there. But like we haven't had the extreme hate. The only thing that came up, which was the accent stuff and that sort of barrier in the late 90s and all of the 2000s.
Yeah, it was the 2000s mostly.
Was it? Yeah, right. So,
well, we started releasing music in 2002, and we only heard Aussie rap. We heard Bias 96, 98, something like that, maybe. But the accent thing, unfortunately, became, which was I think we spoke about on the pod before, became unfortunately like a big part of our whole journey.
Yeah.
Probably not anymore. Even Dan was saying before off air that like it's not like super a big deal anymore, but back then it was like
it's probably the opposite now. It's probably like if you have a weird accent, you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna see yourself on some of the Instagram
character like Kendrick
pages.
Are you talking about you have a weird accent or you put on a weird accent?
Put on
if
one.
I'm talking about if you have a weird accent.
Okay, so what we were
either way, it's the same outcome. I feel like it's still like you get more praise nowadays for that. Whereas before you didn't.
So, okay, let me run. So that was dope about Rick Rubin. I don't know if we want to explore that anymore, but I had a segue on that because someone else that I was curious. So in the 2000s when we were rapping, if you in Australia, if you didn't rap exactly how you talked, people said you were fake and you were like lying about stuff on the tracks and you're trying to be American or something. I'm like, well, we always said it was just, it's the hip hop accent. It's just what hip hop doesn't matter where you are in the world. Some kid in Germany rapping, if it's not in German, he sounds American. Like it's just kind of how it goes. And it's funny because in Australia, I'd heard rappers from Australia rapping in the accent that they talk in, lying about things on a track, and then we do what we do and never have lied about anything because that's not the type of music we make, yet they're calling us the frauds, which I always found interesting.
Unbelievably funny.
it's crazy, right? And unfortunately, it was like we got hung up on it because it defined everything we did. It defined who would work with us, where we could perform. Like it changed so many things about our experience in music in Melbourne, at least. So Tiff and I have been exploring country music a bit more recently because we're going to Nashville next month and just learning about it, listening to some shit in the whip. Yeah, I know it's interesting. I'm going into it super. I absolutely will. Super open-minded. So the two examples that I had, and this is coming back to the accent. So when you think of country music, you think of that Tennessee kind of, oh, exactly, like hey Dahn, like
my
that
pickup truck and my cigarettes and my flannel shirt,
exactly,
old dirt road.
But that accent,
yeah, right.
And also the shit we'd listen to, a lot of it had said all those things, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
You were just joking, dead ass the shit we listened to so far.
I just made a hit song. Yeah,
basically. So, two specific examples. There's this cat called Shabuzi, black singer, actually, which is great in country. He was on Beyonce's album, the Cowboy Carter. So we listened to all the black country artists from Cowboy Carter. He was great. His newest album, it's like like Happy Pride and shit, but it's like a not gay version of Lil Nas X. Like
I was gonna say, did you listen to Lil Nas X? That must be your boy this month.
Well, he doesn't have any. Yeah, gang. He only has the one country song. The rest of his shit is just like pop or whatever, right? Whereas this Shabuzi dude, are you guys familiar with him? You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, but
never.
Oh fuck,
it's a good name, dude. Shabuzi, come on, that's
so he's like mad cool, just like these sick kind of like dreads and but he wears like the country clothes, like the little fucking tie thing, the big belt buckles, the boots, the whole works.
Perfect.
And he was on some TV show, whatever, saw an interview and he performed. He's got like one big song right now that uses. Do you remember the Everybody in the Club Get Tipsy song?
Yes, Jaquan.
So Jaquan, thank you. He did. It's called Everybody in the Bar Getting Tipsy, and it's over like banjos and stuff like that. And it's like and it slaps. It's the fucking joint. Like it's actually like a huge top 10 single. It's like very big and it's a great song. So he was having an interview. I think it was a Kelly Clarkson show. And he talked like a East Coast American, whatever, like just a plain level American accent. Goes up on stage, everybody at the bar getting to. I'm like, oh, okay. And then we literally 15 minutes or whatever right before the pod, we were watching Miley Cyrus on David Letterman's thing on Netflix. Who obviously she's got a wicked voice. She's from Tennessee. Talking to him basically sounds from East Coast America, whatever. Get her on the song, straight into the accent. So I was like, what's up?
What's the problem?
So it comes back. It actually supports our whole hypothesis was that's the country accent. Like, can you make country music and not have that accent? But no one criticizes anybody for putting it on when they could be from Australia and do it. They could be from Canada. They could be anywhere that isn't the South of America and do that accent in a country song. And that was, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts with that.
They're doing country. We're doing hip hop and we got shit for it.
Oh, it shouldn't be scrutinized anyway. I think
I agree.
I think it should just, it's silly. Like it's such a silly thing to be like, you're not a real Australian if you don't rap in an Aussie accent. It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
It's so fucking dumb, and it's so 25 years ago. It's just these guys. It's like if you think we're bad with our hip hop rules, like those motherfuckers.
Oh man,
they got some
these guys.
rules,
they had an actual hammer and a chisel, and they tapped it into a tablet. That's how old those cunts were.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
Basically, though, it's pretty fucked up. So the country thing just surprised me. So other people might watch that, but everyone knows that. But like for me, who doesn't know shit about country, I was like, yo, that's
right.
That's kind of weird. But
it's pretty fun. Cool.
Yeah, shouts to country, man. Check. We'll be bumping that shit all the time. So episode 168, you bitches. Obviously, the big thing we're going to talk about this week is the pop-up Ken and Friends show. Because we got to talk about that in detail. So,
banger.
How do we want to get to it, or do we want to knock that out? Like, how do you guys feel? Because we got a bit of news. We'll obviously do a Who Am I at the end. We've got a bar of the day from Dan. I got another question just to talk shit about. So maybe we get some stuff out of the way and get to it.
Yeah, if you prefer that, let's do that.
Sure, let's chip away.
All right, beauty. So let's do Dan's bar of the day first. Actually, let's do that so we can guess it.
All right.
I'm doing it every week. I feel like I'm hogging it. So I was like, and I always try to pick the same type of people.
I'll prepare one for next week. I'll make a note in my shit right now.
Okay, thank you.
Because I haven't done one for a while.
No, you've done one or two, but I feel like I keep hogging it. Dan.
All right, you ready? This guy is a feature on a song.
Okay.
So
we know the artist. We know the.
Oh yeah. You know the main artist who made this song, and you also definitely know the feature. Like easily.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Who them is? N-word, who them is? Who else step in this bitch this jig? Who else your bitch say got a bick this big? Who else come through with a wrist this flick? N-word, guess my pants. Do my dance. Spin around, bitch, you can kiss my ass. Never seen an N-word with this much wrath. I don't know why I'm saying it's so British. Still doing math when I miss this class.
Huh.
There you go.
Huh. Okay.
I can say it in the in the way you would want me to. I wish it was future, but it's not.
Future. Okay.
All right, that's it. I'm out of guesses. I'm done.
I'm out of guesses. So let's get a couple quick ones in, and then I do want to hear it. I just want to give it a quick try. I guess we just do the yes/no questions, right?
Is it auto-tune?
Maybe there's some sort of auto-tune, but I wouldn't say he's not like Travis Scott auto-tune, if that's what you're asking.
Gotcha.
Right.
Not like T-Pain, Travis Scott, not like that.
No. Okay, thank you.
Gotcha. So they're American?
Yeah.
Are they from the East Coast?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they like currently in the conversation? Are they like a sort of charting artist?
Yeah, I'd say they're currently very big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they? Did they first come out as in first release music that you're aware of, like say in the 2010s?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
10s would be the first.
10s would be, that would definitely be it. Yeah.
Okay. So the type of art, okay, is it a type of artist that we listen to?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say you'd always, but like, yeah, definitely.
Me or Notion? Me?
Both, I'd say. I'd say both, because only given the artist, like, I don't know, it's hard to say. I'd say definitely if they continue to always release music. You know,
are they from like Philly?
No, they're not from Philly.
They're from New York.
Yes,
that's what I was going to go next.
All right, so if it's New York, is it like Fat Joe?
No.
Is it? Go on, Nush. Oh no, why would it be Fat Joe? He came out in the 90s. Fuck. All right, so if it's someone in the, is it 5-0?
No.
Is it Nims?
No.
Nems?
No.
That was the he had this.
That's
song
the guy
called,
who
This
leaned
is why I'm
back
hot.
guy.
No,
this is why I'm hot. There you go.
No. Who's that? Who am I thinking of? That's not the guy I'm thinking of.
Okay.
That guy's This Is Why I'm Hot, but yes, that's that. Nims guy.
Oh, who's the fuck your life? Bung bing bong. Who's that?
Oh, that's Nems, I think you're talking about.
Blind Nems.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
not
imagine
him.
no. It's a guy who
he's like a battle rapper and he's from the hood and he's got a clothing store and he's a gangster.
And he always films people and he says stuff. Don't you ever disrespect me with looking like a lumberjack on Williamsburg.
It's version of Where's Wally.
Yeah, it's very funny. He's just like roast people on the street in a funny way. If he ever roasted me, I'd be pretty happy.
I'd be pumped.
Yes, my man. Okay. Now say the rap in the flow.
Say again.
If that's gonna help.
Here we go. Okay. Who them is? Who them is? Who else step in this bitch this jig? Who else said your bitch got a bick this big? Who else came through with a wrist this flick? Guess my pants, do my dance, spin around bitch, you can kiss my ass. Never seen a N-word with this much wrath.
Lil Yachty. Oh no, wait.
Nah.
From
Atlanta.
Still doing math when I miss my class.
Okay.
Doing meth or math? I'm kidding.
Math.
Yeah. I know.
Or meth.
Meth's cool too.
Meth is bad. No, it's not.
No, it's not cool.
We
don't support drugs here.
We don't support that.
We don't support legal drugs because we're very legal people. Okay. All right, we need some more questions, Nosh. We need to get to the bottom of this pause. Okay, is it like a club song?
Pop Smoke.
I said Pop Smoke. I would say.
God damn it.
I thought it could have been around those dudes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, Is the main artist on the song from New
Mhm.
York too?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
The close-ended questions definitely make this hard because my phone was like, "Oh, who else do they work with?" I'm like, "You can't ask that." Okay.
Well, honestly, the two artists that are working together on this song, they are known for. Actually, I might give away too much. Let me not. Let
Okay.
me not.
So they collaborate. They must collaborate a bit. Okay. So if they only came out in the 2010s, New York rapper that's still popular today.
When you're saying it like that, you're gonna remember it easily.
No,
okay.
No.
The first launched in the 2010s. No, I said Fat Joe, and
Fabulous. No, that's also
no.
wrong.
He's still older.
Just
He
gonna
probably
kill
came out in
him.
90s. So it's a different era than that. Okay. I wonder who. I want to ask. He's not from New York.
He is from New York.
No, J. Cole is not from New York.
Oh.
I want to ask who his contemporaries are, as far as
like his boys.
Yeah, like is it Rocky?
There you go. Yeah,
there you
Rocky.
go.
There you go. Because if I gave away too much, then you would have been.
I didn't
know. Tyler is what you're trying to say.
Yes, because if I said he's not in a group with him, but they're definitely close friends,
then I would have got it.
Listen to
from New York,
and yeah, he's from Harlem.
A$AP Rocky was from Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that adds up to me because Nosha wouldn't listen to A$AP.
I think he's dope. I like his shit. I just wouldn't.
I'm just surprised. I think that's all he ever.
I won't turn it off, but I won't put it on.
Yeah, because if you haven't listened to it enough, then you wouldn't know.
I was just gonna say
the gold teeth songs.
Goldie.
Listen to the themes of the lyrics. Who else came through with a wrist this flick? Guess my pants, do my dance.
Yeah, that's like a slang that he would use.
Yeah, never seen an N-word with this much wrath.
Is that from that song? Is that from Goldie?
No. This is a song with Tyler, the Creator song called Who That Boy.
And you're right. I think Pesos came out in 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that was his first song. I can Google it, actually.
Yeah. I be that pretty motherfucker. Harlem's what I'm rapping. This is literally the first bar he said on his first single.
He literally only raps about Harlem. That's literally it. And it came out in 2011.
2011, I was right. Yeah, I remember when because I was like, oh, this is like kind of cool. Also, interesting news. I keep getting notifications. Yeezy.com is no longer accepting online purchases because I wanted to get some more shit.
Interesting. I haven't had a notification from them in a while, so
yeah, this is on the multiple Yeezy subreddit and West Sub Ever subreddit. It's telling me right now. Man's is wilding. Okay, good boss. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. All right. I got this from Shits and Gigs this week. Those guys always ask good questions. So one of the things they said, and I guess we got to try and keep it not too like hectic, but what's a comment that is guaranteed to start an argument?
Your mum.
Every time. Your mother. Yeah. So if you want to piss someone off, that was saying that like the examples they would do are stuff like whether it's to a friend or to like your partner or or like what are you looking at? Can I?
Oh, okay.
The fuck are you looking at? Oh, just like or I mean no, that's more aggressive.
Can I is sick, dude.
Can I is great.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It was more along the lines of sort of like
not necessarily themes, but like literal questions you could say.
Things that a comment or a question that you could say to like it's probably easier to think of
you never.
There you go. That was what I learned because I didn't realize I was doing that. And then Tiff made fun of me and then I don't do it anymore.
I'm saying just cunts in general. Everybody says that shit. That's a brushstroke, everybody.
I think it's like a really shitty habit to be in. So that one always it didn't cause that issue with Tiff because then she was like, what are you saying? I always like you always and she just turned it around on me. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck. And then sometimes I'll say it and I mean, yeah, you always put it over there. Then she'll be like, you always I'm like, oh fuck. Well, you do though. You always put it over there. Fuck do you want?
Stating like the facts, fam.
Yeah. So it's I like that one a lot. You always you never.
It's a tick, it's a fine line, that one. 50-50.
Yeah, because it's an accusation.
Right?
So I think you got to like change. If we were all in therapy, they'd
It's
probably
a
teach us
pointing
to
finger
change our ways.
statement. It really is not a good one. Doesn't
No,
start off well. It doesn't set a good tone for the team.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the move.
What else could you do?
Give me more examples of what they said.
Okay, they were saying things like most of the obviously shits and gigs do a lot with relationship stuff. So a lot of it was what you would say to your partner. The "you always, you never" is probably the most perfect example of what this type of thing is. So it'd be or it's like almost like a backhanded compliment, like, "Oh, you look really nice today for once," or something like that, or
That's a good one.
like,
That's
"Oh, you
asking
got
for a
dressed up,"
fight.
or or is that new, or something that's sort of like, "What do you mean is this new? I've worn this 25 times. You don't even look," and it starts on some shit.
It's like I preferred when you used to wear it like this.
There you go. Perfect.
Perfect. Kind of like backhanded.
Yeah, kind of like
So
what they
you
call it,
just-
the neg.
You just get you just get a haircut, and they're like, I prefer when your hair was like this.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and you can't grow it back quick.
Yeah,
Savage.
savage.
That's like a kill 'em slow compliment. It's like kill 'em slow backhanded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's nice, but anything
you can't change it straight away. It's like what there was some other shit I've seen about giving cunts disses that they can't change straight away. It's like, calling your mate fat and you can't fix that straight away. Like, you cut your hair short, you can't grow it back straight away. Like things like that. There was like a fucking so that's a cunty little stitch.
It is. One thing that I just thought of that Tiff's mum told me one time was that either she saw it happen or she'd heard it. I think she was in Jamaica and someone next to her said to someone, like a girl walked past and she was heavy set, and he said, "Look what your mouth did to your body."
Oh, wow.
Or look what her mouth did to her body. Maybe because she said it to her as opposed to. I was like, "You
tough.
savage."
That's that's like incorrect.
That is tough.
That's incorrect. The mind.
Yeah.
Not the mouth.
But I like the bluntness of it,
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Savagery. That's fucking.
It's
that's a lot to swallow.
Pause.
Hey.
Hey, I see what you did there. Do I have a drum? No, I have to try and find it. I don't have one. Yeah, you can just do it for me. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was just an interesting question, because it's like, if you know these things, you could probably try and avoid saying them, because it's not net positive. It's just gotta start, unless you're trying to start some shit, which some people like the drama.
The drama, yeah. Fuck no.
You guys neither. I imagine neither are y'all of those type of cats who just start shit for drama. Yeah, didn't think so,
mate. Low and lazy. Let's go. Take it easy.
Yeah. I don't know. I never understood that. That was always one thing.
Energy band. You could take the time just chilling, or you could do something creative and have a lovely time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all that toxic shit. It makes me, oh man, I don't know how you do it, Nosh, with the dating these days. That the shit that I know,
not really, just not really doing it.
It's just avoiding it.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Do you have, actually on that, do you have like, obviously I haven't been out of the game for like 13 years, so I don't know how it goes, but I always see like the different, It's all the time.
You must have a lovely time. It must be so peaceful for you.
Oh, it's constantly peaceful. It's great. It's the best. I don't understand. I would not want to be single. I know everyone's different though. Some people function better. I'm a relationship guy. I prefer working together, building something, and peace. I'm definitely a peace person. But like all the shit I see online, I don't know how much of it's like hyperbole and like people blowing up these things to make more of content about it. But like, is there a big thing about like men paying for women all the time, as in like chicks who expect you to or like pay for the food? Say you go to a restaurant or whatever, or a bar or something, you expected to pay, or then you see those girls who like they always have like, I almost feel like it's acting because it's pretty ridiculous. They're like, if you want me to go out with you, you got to get the Uber. You have to Uber me to the restaurant. Then you have to Uber me home, and then you got to pay for this, and you got to give me a gift, and there's like, and then you got to pay my bills, because if you can't do that, then you don't pay my. And I was like, why are you expecting?
You know what that is, dude? That's a brat princess. I have no time for that kind of mentality, low vibrational girl. There's no time for that. So like, I haven't had that experience, thankfully. I do hear that experience from other people that are on the dating sites. And when I decide to go on them, I never seem to attract that kind of bratty princess person, because I honestly wouldn't even, like, I can see if I'm on them and having a swipe fest, I would be like, no thanks. I could just see like that's a little princess. Like, I can't do that. That would frustrate me to no end. I can't deal with that. I need some natural, regular fucking shit. I can't. Like, the amount of knows that I swipe on is unreal. So like I don't even go on them that much because it's mostly just like a waste of my time. I could just whatever. So yeah, it's a different climate, but the I don't know, man. Depends on what app you're using.
It's just a type.
It's just a type, but like I don't know. That
I
Bratty
reckon you don't.
Princess is Go.
I would theorize now that you've said that makes sense. You probably don't attract it because you're probably not posting in pictures with Benzes and gold chains.
I don't want to
like
show if I've got any money.
Right, because I imagine
that's my business. I just post about nature and music and like I'm outside.
Right.
I'm not going to show you my things. That's for private time. I'm not going to take whatever,
But the dudes who do probably attract those types of chicks who
a little more materialistic than the ones that I enjoy. It's like I love like just regular shit, dude. Like I'm not a flashy kind of. I don't want a flashy girl. I don't want like a fucking super hot supermodel that wants to be in the front seat of the Ferrari. Like, I mean, obviously that will happen. I'll get fucking some banger and of a car and have a lovely lady in the front. But like, I'm not looking for the trophy wife. I want like a fucking proper bird. So yeah,
gotcha.
I know it's whack out there, dude. It's not fun.
Yeah, it definitely seems whack. Did you deal with that either, Dan? Before you wifed up?
No, not really. Because I've only really been in long-term relationships. But even when, like, on this small amount of dates I went on, I didn't know any person that was like, you have to pay for this, you have to do that. And I always think the stuff you see on Instagram with shit like that is not real. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like my expectations aren't necessarily like. I guess some people do believe that the guy should pay, and obviously I wouldn't really care. It's kind of like, yeah, sure, if you really want me to, cool, I have no issue. But at the same time, it's like the ones where you see, oh, you need to do this, you need to pay this. I don't think that's real, personally.
Puke.
I don't know. So I feel like it's all clickbait. I only see it on Instagram theme pages. I've never seen it in an actual an actual person saying it who has less than 1,000 followers.
The only thing that I've seen where that works is if like a 20-something-year-old is like, I want this, I want that, all that stuff. Okay. Then like a 50-year-old who's got like enough. He's like, oh yeah, whatever you want, sweetheart. Let's go to Yorkdale.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah, it's sugar daddy. Let's go to Yorkdale. I'll bless you on a fucking Starbucks and a I don't know, what's the other thing they do? Some sort of jewelry place.
Oh, I don't know. Probably Tiffany's. No, like you're talking like low end.
I don't know.
Like, I imagine if you're going to Yorkdale.
I don't buy jewelry for bitches. I don't know. Gotcha. That's insane. But anyway, that's the only way I'd see that working is like the sugar daddy situation.
That makes more sense. And I guess those type of pages on Instagram are probably posting ridiculous. They're posting fights and all that. So it's the same anger. What's it called? It's like anger, not anger bait, but there's a rage bait. They call it rage bait. Yeah, that shit.
What?
Yeah, it just means like it's instead of clickbait to get you to click it, it's bait to get you raging and angry. Because if you're angry, you're going to leave a comment and go, "What the fuck? This person's an idiot." And
I never heard the term before. I understand. Yeah, cool. Yeah,
that makes complete sense. Okay, that was like a quick sidebar there. I was just curious.
It also depends on what social dating app you're using. Because if there's tiers to the trash that I've learned in the last I guess 5 years of having a look at it.
Okay,
because I'm not on all of them and go through stages of having to look at what's going on. So there's I'm not going to rank them, but I'm just saying there's certain ones that are better quality and higher tiered and higher, everything.
Okay.
But there's certain ones you go to for trash and the trash bin is full of it. Raccoons, mate.
Oh dear.
Is that the clip?
Episode 168.
It's not the clip.
No, it's not the clip. I'm not gonna put you out of that. It's okay. It's a great analogy though. I respect it. You can't so fucked. Okay. So should we go through the news or should we just get right into Kenny?
Let's go Kenny.
All right, we're gonna Kenny it up. So on Juneteenth, I think it was last Wednesday. Yeah, June 19th.
Yes.
Kendrick did a show in Inglewood in the stadium, not the SoFi. There's another stadium there. Yeah, Inglewood, shouts to you.
Inglewood.
It was called the Ken and Friends, the Pop Out, I believe, the Pop Out show, and he had DJ Mustard open with a whole bunch of artists, which was pretty sick. Do you know what? I probably should have had that ready. I didn't write it down. Do you guys know off the top of your head?
What's that?
Steve Lacy, Tyler the Creator.
Ty Dolla $ign. Here we go.
That
Features?
clown guy. What's the clown name?
Oh, Drake.
Nice.
Oh,
A Budden.
that's a huge burn.
Set list. Here we go.
Sorry, dude.
Nice.
Oh no, it's just a set list that he did.
You're asking for features?
I'm looking for who came out during the
Rap.
during the
pre-show.
Tell me here. I guess it was just the opener. It wasn't like the pre-show. It was during DJ Mustard's set.
Okay, it was Ty Dolla $ign, Dom Kenny, Steve Lacy, Tyler the Creator, Roddy Ricch, YG, Schoolboy Q, J Rock, Absol, and Dr. Dre.
There you go.
Those are everyone who.
And that was across the whole set.
Yeah.
Whole everything. So the intro was pretty sick. So basically what it seemed to me, like it was like a week. So it was like, obviously the Not Like Us has become like an anthem for West, for being black in America, essentially. A lot of pride in that. And it seemed to have like, in fact, it's like, it's crazy. Because when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then over time you realize how dope it was and how powerful the lines. I was telling Tiff, even at the time, like technically some of the lines, I didn't like the lines. I was like, I didn't really like, they didn't hit. And then over time, I'm like, oh, these are perfect. It's because the 5-year-olds are rapping it, and then the 50-year-olds are rapping it back, and it's simple but effective in a way that, like, I don't think we realize how much power that song would have.
It's the depth of Kendrick's lyrics, bro. Like his lyrics is literally art. It's like a painting. The more you look at it, the more you find, and then you see the layers of the painting. So anyway, yeah, that's beautiful. I think it aged super well, and was over our heads at the start, I guess, because we kind of as we listened to it, we
took like a day or two because you're listening to all of them, because it happened on a night, and it was the fourth. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. It was the 5th track in 48 hours, including if you include BBL Drizzy.
He just gave us a blah, 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 didn't he?
It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. So I think it took a little bit because you're going through. Well, at the time, I feel like it was sick, but I feel like it became the dub over time. I feel like it was pretty solid in the beginning, but like it wasn't like a locked and loaded thing until it became a cultural thing, a cultural like celebration, right?
Yeah, accelerated.
Because I know when we talked about it, we were like, okay. And even looking back now, the Heart Part 6 aged terribly, whereas all of Kendrick's stuff aged very, very well. And when I say age, it's been a month, 2 months.
Yeah,
like it's not that long, but point being, so he did a concert on Juneteenth, which made a lot of sense. And
crazy.
The idea, I guess, was to unite Los Angeles. Obviously, the gang violence there is pretty real, and that was kind of the intention, because it seems like that song brought out a pride in the West. I feel like the West had I don't think they've been like down. Really, I feel like there's been dudes out there going hard. Like, you know, YG's been pretty consistent. I mean, depends how you feel about the game. I'm probably missing tons of people, but like there's a lot of artists out there that are doing pretty sick. But I feel like this united people, because Kendrick was always on a bit of a pedestal out there, and he was like a quiet cat who just disappeared, lived his life, and then came back every 3 to 5 years with an album, whatever the fuck it is. And then was like, boom, here it is, and then peace. Like, he wasn't a Hollywood dude. He's not a celebrity type. He does not at the parties. He's just doing his thing. So Mustard opened. Obviously, it made so much sense for Mustard to open and then just bring a whole bunch of people out to do classics, you know, everyone doing their thing, but also give Dom Kennedy has been around for a while. He was down with Nipsey, but, you know, lower on the totem pole as such, but it was a great look. That Steve Lacy dude, I never even heard of him until
you don't know Steve Lacy.
I heard about it today.
Yeah. He has that really famous song.
So he's a singer or he's a rapper?
He's more of a singer. Like, he's more of a pop artist than a rapper.
I saw
he has that song
being on stage today.
Song called Bad Habit.
Oh, maybe I'll know it and we'll hear it then.
Yeah, he's like, if I bite my tongue, it's a bad habit. That song. You don't know it?
Do you know what? It sounds familiar, but it's
very popular. I'd be very surprised if you hadn't heard it. Yeah, sing song. It's sing song.
Okay, well, good for him. It was a good look, right? So all these people bringing out like people who are killing it, who've been killing it for years, like Ty Dolla, and it was super dope. And then Kendrick, when he came out, there's so many layers to this. I've got like a video I can play, which is kind of a piss take, but also it's like serious too. Like, I think some of it's serious and some of it's ridiculous, but you take the things as it is. let me just play this. Is probably the easiest way to do it. And I got another thing that you actually sent as well, Dan, just before about this. So here we go. Share this. I don't think I'll get claimed or nothing.
That's a little funny. This one's a little stretched thing.
Yeah, here we go. It's a stretch.
Are the hidden meanings you missed in Compton's Boogeyman, Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out in Los Angeles? Number 1. Kendrick performed Not Like Us 5 times, the exact number of diss tracks he sent Drake's way. The dance he did while singing A minor was in fact the same money dance Drake did in his Hotline Bling video, a song which also happens to be in A minor. Number 2, the outfit he chose was a nod to the rapper Tupac, the red and blue color scheme symbolizing a moment of unity for the Bloods and the Crips. Number 4, the event was sponsored by Amazon, showing that Kendrick is still in the prime of his career, whereas Drake is not delivered. And the fact that it was on Juneteenth, it makes sense that the live stream was free. Number 5. Showing that you will no longer see him on any Toronto rap tour. But think even deeper. DeRozan's jersey number. It's a symbol that Kendrick has taken 11 here.
Insane.
The last one's taking the piss. There's 2 of them that are ridiculous.
Yeah,
Fucking stupid.
The easiest way, I think, the thing about doing the song 5 times, it's plausible, but could go either way.
Yeah, whatever, exactly.
Although the depth that he thought about stuff is possible. We'll get to that in a sec, I guess.
Pretty funny that he fucking even said
that. Right? It's pretty funny. The outfit and the dance, though, that's kind of crazy.
That's money.
So,
and
also, he didn't point out that like it was basically the same outfit that Drake wore in that video as well, a red top, blue bottom type of thing. So it was like it happened to work perfectly with the Bloods and Crips uniting thing. And then the dance, which he did there, obviously was a sort of, now I don't know if the song is in A minor, that who knows, but if it is, it's pretty
fucking is, dude. I bet you.
I mean, it probably is at this point. So that was pretty sick. So basically the set list.
Yeah, do it, Dan.
So, okay. What's Dan going to do? Oh, I've got it right here.
It's in D minor.
Oh, it's in D minor. There you go. That was a fun joke. There you go. But at least you know the dance was real. That was a clever nod. Lots of small things. So we came into this show being like, interesting. He's let not like us breathe for a bit, just like he took 2 weeks to respond to push-ups. And then all of a sudden shit went crazy. He let this breathe for about a month and then probably planned the show relatively. Like I'm sure he was after Not Like Us started to blow up, so it must have only been a 2 to 3 weeks in preparation for this. We were like, is this just some show, or is this gonna be like a fucking? Is he gonna even do the song? Because he kind of has to, but like maybe he doesn't want to keep shit going. So then he comes out, first song, Euphoria, and we're just like, no, no, he's not. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, same. I couldn't believe it either.
Couldn't believe it. And he did
so shocked.
Most of the song, not all
standing
of it.
Standing
I
up.
think he done all of them except
he didn't
Meet the Grams.
Correct, because that would have been unnecessary. And he cut Euphoria short, and then what else did he do? I might as well talk through it quick. He went straight from that then into kind of like just the hits: DNA, Element, All Right, Swimming Pools. Then he brought out J-Rock. He did Money Trees, and he let the cool shit. And this is coming back to the uniting thing. He gave everyone a platform, and he let like J-Rock did Win, like his big song.
Yeah.
They also did King's Dead, the one with Future with J-Rock. Then Absol came out, and then he did 616 in LA, which was sick. I really wished he kept going. He did like just into the Rip the Carcass Apart line, then he stopped. I was like, fuck, I really would have liked to hear more, but it was sick. Absol kind of stayed up. I think J-Rock stayed up, and then Schoolboy came out, which would have completed the Black Hippie.
He did two tracks.
He did Collard Greens and that part. Then they did King Kunta with all of them kind of dancing.
There you go.
They did Mad City, Humble. And then he comes back in and did Like That, which was kind of unexpected. So it's almost like
that was sick.
He's like peppering in the diss tracks. And then Drake comes out.
I like how he just let Future's part on Like That just play for a long time. He just let Future's part just go in, so you could probably hear the sirens. I just really like that part. It was sick. It was just I'm just imagining Drake listening to it, and he's just like listening to Future just rapping in this Kendrick Lamar concert. It's quite fun.
Yeah, he's just like, God damn it. It's rough for the kid. Then Dr. Dre comes out. They do Still Dre. They do California Love. And then the best part of the whole shit, which I guess we probably could play it, but I guess probably better not to. He's like, Dre, that's it? You're just going to leave? He's like, oh, yeah. And he walks back and he's like, I see dead people, which apparently was a reference to, what did I say? Do you guys
the song, One Blood.
One Blood with Game.
It's the Game song, yeah. I knew that way before. I didn't know people didn't know that. I thought that was just a known thing.
Yes, it was, and I just forgot. And that song apparently was the diss to Dre. Not totally, but that was the album where he was dissing, saying, I did a whole album without Dre in Compton. And that was so, and then obviously Game did a song dissing Rick Ross and standing up for Drake. So then he wasn't there. Then he went on live like the next day, kind of like clearly salty for like 55 minutes or something, like just talking about it. So that was interesting. Then obviously the shit we're talking about, he did Not Like Us up to A minor, and then we're like, and then he did the dance, and we're like, oh, is he gonna do it? And then he's like, pull up or whatever, bring it back, let's go again or whatever. And he did it again. Then he stopped at A minor. And then I think the third time he might have done the whole thing. Then he brought everyone that was just him.
The whole squad.
Then he brought everybody on stage. So the ones he is like Black Hippie, or then DJ Mustard, YG, Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, and everyone else that performed. The girls who did a dance on like TikTok or something, like local LA girls who did that. So basically, it's like just bringing people together on top of gang members. Now I got this other video that I don't know if I can play it if you want, but it's this guy breaking down. He was just like, look, I know way too much about LA gangs, and he had all the different on a whiteboard. He had all the different in like blue and red written down. He goes, just because they're all doesn't mean the red ones all get along and the blue ones all get along. So the sheer volume of people on that stage together at the same time, and all I kept seeing like any other footage from anyone else posting it was like, normally when you're in a place like that, you'd feel the tension. You'd be like, but they said like the one I saw today, I should have sent it to you guys, was like, oh, there were these dudes who were like from this clique and this crew or whatever, and they're smiling and I'm seeing teeth, like, and they're chilling, they're just having a good time together. So apparently, like, I don't think people who obviously aren't from Los Angeles or understand gang culture like that could even grasp the size of what he did by doing that. And I guess all of it, unfortunately, Drake was doing a song where everyone's, including children, are calling him a pedophile. So
somebody said Drake saved the West Coast.
Basically,
Drake saved the West Coast. It's another.
There you go, Dan. That's your ammo.
Oh, here we go. There you
go. That's actually really good. I'm actually going to be using that all the time.
You could definitely use that, and I wouldn't even argue about it with that one. So
now we'll give you like a fair play, like a partial credit, depending on the argument. Like we could figure it out, but like that's that's yours. That's yours to hold.
So, Dan, you said this before. This is complex. The winners and losers of the 2024 year in rap.
Let's see if we agree or disagree on the individual.
Dan's, you know what? Should I go to the? Yes. Let me go to the actual, because it said link in bio for the actual thing. Let me get the article. Might be better. Here we go. Share this tab instead. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
So, 6 shot. So, overall, definitive winners and losers. So, Kendrick won it in a definitive way. Do we all agree on that? He's a big Compton rapper, is the biggest winner of the year. He made the most successful diss track of all time, united rival gang sets, and is still probably keeping up with his prison workout regimen. Right. I mean, I think that's unequivocal. I think it's intellectually dishonest to say anything else but that. There's no question whatsoever that Kendrick won this whole thing. Everyone's agreeing?
Facts. Dan?
Sorry. Yeah. What were we saying?
Yeah. Kendrick was the winner, clearly. Yeah.
Of what?
Of the rap beef.
He'll probably get a Grammy or something. Yeah, he'll probably win that.
The rap beef.
The rap beef with Drake that seems universal.
Oh yeah, he'll probably get a Grammy or something. Yeah, I think.
Wow.
He'll probably win a Grammy or 2 or 3.
This is funny. Okay, I see where you're going. So now we know that you're ideological.
I answered your question.
Delusional Dan.
Delusional Dan is what we're going to call him.
No, he's okay. He's up right now.
He's up right now. I tell you what.
How can even before we go any further, is like, and I'm dead. Like, I'm not. I understand your bias, and I know that you're
I'm
going to do
also
this.
wondering how.
How could Drake?
I
do
don't know
this?
what you could do. I don't
That's
know
what
what
I'm
you
saying.
could do.
So let's put it this way. I want to say this because I don't want to make it like I don't take any joy that Drake lost. If Drake did what Kendrick did, and it was the other way around, like it is what it is. This is just facts. I still don't have a horse in the race. Like I know you keep saying that we're Kendrick stands, but truly not. Like we're actually not. I never really gave much of a fuck about either of them. Like I probably cared more about Drake historically than Kendrick. But I'm just going on facts and what happened and how the moves made me feel and emotionally react in this last 2 months, which is pretty sick. Drake did the best he could. In 2016 or 2015, he annihilated Meek Mill. He fucking embarrassed him. That when he went on OVO Fest and played and it had a slideshow of like all the memes and stuff. I haven't seen an embarrassment like that in quite in a fucking hot minute, bro. Like he fucking creamed the pause.
Yeah, those calculated moves.
Then 2 years later, riding off probably a bit of a high and coming off a long-term beef that actually Wayne and Pusha had because of Birdman fucking over Pharrell. So it was Pharrell and Birdman, then Push and Wayne. So they inherited the beef, and now Drake dissed Pharrell, and then Kendrick's like inherited the beef. Exactly, I inherited the beef, right? Which is crazy. So apparently Birdman never paid Pharrell for what happened to their boy beat and the song because Pharrell did the hook and stuff.
Doesn't surprise me.
What happened to that boy? Wow.
Great song, but definitely unscrupulous businessman.
Right.
So
good word.
Drake obviously had the Pusha stuff. He was trying to be the honorable dude, I imagine, and do what he had to do for the people who had held him down, which is what anyone probably should do. Pusha obviously gave one of the most devastating blows of any rap beef with the "You're Hiding a Child," which turned out to be true. And the photo, which I understand the context of the photo, the minstrel photo that Drake took, but either way, it's all about the perception, and that perception is bad. And Drake didn't even come back to Story of Adidon, so that was the definitive L for Drake, and obviously underestimated the hatred that some people had for him. Meek didn't have hatred for him. Meek was just in his feelings because Drake didn't promote his the album or the song, and then that got him in trouble. So he fucked up. Now Drake was going to Push. Actually, Push started it because Push did Infrared, and then Drake was just responsive, just like Drake responded to Like That here. But I think he was out of his depth because he doesn't have enough hatred. I think even if anything else aside, there's not enough hatred. Then you come into Kendrick stuff. I don't know. I can go into it. I think we've been into it in extraordinary depth in this part over the last fucking. I gave it to a friend of mine. Was asking. We were talking about it, and he's like, "Oh, have you guys done it on the pod? Like, give me the episode." So I went through it. I think we had like 6 or 7 episodes, like just about the beef. So
wow,
it was we goes in, boys. So anyway, and then coming into this with Kendrick starting it off, and then Drake responding relatively quickly to Like That, and then coming back with Taylor Made. We're starting to look, is Kendrick gonna like, this is kind of pretty interesting. He's like started this shit and was more explicit in a way. I was like, is he gonna even do it? And we were all just like, Kendrick lost. I think on the Sunday, we were all like, Kendrick's lost. He didn't do it. Then on Tuesday, Euphoria.
He didn't respond quick enough.
Right. Which is a probably dumb metric.
Stupid. Yeah. It's
a silly metric to measure it on, but that's why we all felt. Then it kind of went crazy. And then we all underestimated Kendrick's hatred for Drake is what we did, and that was where we fucked up. And then if you look how it all panned out, it's so abundantly clear, like, you know, on top of like basically what I just read out, like all the things he did and the show, and then on the weekend he was shooting a video for Not Like Us in Compton.
The fact that he just like quadrupled down on the whole just resurfacing of everything, the whole show was just like. There's that little meme from I think Graham Wizards, like a Dragon Ball Z clip. It's like some like someone's getting like fired with fucking, you know, laser balls and stuff. Shit. Someone's getting absolutely drilled. That was Drake. He got drilled 2 months later, like just all over again.
Yeah, and it's got to be hard to be Drake right now. Pause.
Unreal. It's unreal. He will come back and do some like crazy numbers for summertime.
Do you know what?
What I
popped. Exactly that. I read exactly. Someone was saying he'll be fine numbers wise. He'll make a hit. He'll make a hit album. He'll have more hits. Numbers, he'll be fine. But I don't look at him the same. I really struggle at this particular moment to even listen to Drake's music. When it comes up on the playlist in the car, we've been lazy and put on the
It's usually a skip
DJ.
for now, yeah. There's
I
going to
can't
be a
do
period
it.
for that.
Yeah,
like it's going to be like a year or so. Depends on the person. 6 months, 2 years, don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get back into it. But like, we let's be real. Like we, as a culture, I say we, lost respect for Drake after the Pusha loss because that was pretty big, and then that's a pretty big embarrassment. And then I feel like this is worse. It's in a different way.
This is way longer, way more harsh. This is a slow burn, dude.
I still want to know what he did to everybody because I really feel like I've never seen so much hate. What the fuck did these guys come
up? The tea's coming up, dude.
Well, it can't just be the pedo stuff because that's not enough to make people this angry. So there's definitely more to it. So with that in mind,
money, girls, or deals, or publishing, some sort of bullshit.
Some sort of thing.
Well, I think the main song, which was the catalyst to everything, was tailor-made. I think if that song wasn't made, it wouldn't have gone this far.
I agree. I actually agree.
I think the love for Tupac and the disrespect
the AI joint
is to use AI. I didn't even expect anyone to even care like that. Like I knew it was like people felt a way of like
that was
using
weird.
AI.
He must have been lit. But like, you know what? Let's just do it.
No, it made sense for him to do it because he wanted him to drop a song, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do the one thing which will piss you off more than anything, and I'm gonna use an AI Tupac and AI Snoop to try and draw you out." He's literally listening to Tupac in his ear, calling him like a bitch. Basically, he's like, "Oh, I thought you were the West Coast savior. Like, what is this? Like, who are you?" And like, this is the guy that, and like, I didn't know how much these man like how deep it was. Like it is fucking deep, their love for Tupac, and that's why that's the song I think like started the whole thing. Essentially, it
took it to the level
fire anyway. It took it to the level. Yeah, exactly.
I actually think that's a completely fair take. I think it's exactly because they had brought it up before. One of the things Kendrick said, he didn't talk much, at least during the songs, and he was like, "We're not going to let him disrespect a West Coast legend, are we? Or disrespect our legend. We're not going to let him disrespect the West Coast."
And then he also said, like, he's like, "I'll give you a little respect if you give me Tupac's ring back or something." He changed some of the lyrics, and
that was incredible. Incredible.
So it's like, okay, with all of that said, I don't think there's any way that somebody can be honest and say that Drake didn't take a rather large, arguably the largest L in public rap battle. Not battle. Yes, rap battles are different to battle raps.
Yeah,
like not disaster. But I don't see there's any way
like
that
a beef that's on records, not like an actual rap battle.
There you go. I don't think there's any way that there's any honest way to sort of say that Drake didn't take the loss on that. Are you gonna?
Why is it so silent? What do you want from me?
Because I don't understand why you can't just say that. And do you know what? If Kanye lost,
I think Kendrick's up. I think he's up.
But okay, so when you're saying up, that verbiage suggests it's not over.
Yeah, I don't think it's over.
Do you really I mean, look, I think we could all probably hope it would go further.
I hope it's not over. Okay. I feel like I hope it's not. But at the same time, I don't know what he can do.
Right. Do you? Okay.
Take off that what you were.
Yeah. No. Okay. It's like saying it the arse ways, but I'll take it. I guess. Pause. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
Speaking of that, loser Drake. Do you know the other thing? I gotta say this real quick. I've been seeing these Toronto mans, including friends of mine. I'm like, they're on the Titanic, they're on a sinking ship, and they're like, they've gone and put worst behavior vocals over Not Like Us beat. Like, see, Drake is so much better at this. The beat was made for his vocal. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Oh my god,
stop it. They're trying to justify everything. Do you know why? I'm not gonna say any names because I don't think anyone.
Expose them. I'll say everyone's name.
I'll tell you.
Notion.
Notion was the one saying it. Notion was DJing in the club, and Notion was like,
what, fam? I don't press buttons, bruv.
So, like, it was just, it's like these people, some of them know Drake that were doing this, and some of them don't. And I think they were publicly trying to, like, because Kendrick represents the West Coast, but I wouldn't say Drake represents Toronto in the same way. I think Drake lost, not Toronto lost. If Kendrick lost, it's kind of like the West Coast lost because there's more of a cultural tie into it. Drake hasn't done shit for Toronto artists at the very least. Like, he really hasn't helped in any sort of way. None of the OVO artists are where they probably should be. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, it really pissed me off where everyone's like, I'm just like, that's probably why I'm hopping on it a bit, because I'm like, it's dishonest.
No, that stuff's
it.
weird though. Like, why are they trying to make out like put his?
What do they think Drake is going to do for them? Do you think Drake's going to hear you, see your Instagram?
It's so weird. It's
Real?
So weird.
Fuck off, dickhead.
So weird, man.
Ugh, I hate it. It pisses me off so much. Anyway, so they're saying here, this one's self-explanatory. I once thought that having his child exposed to the world would be the biggest L of Drake's career. I was wrong. Having arenas full of people calling you a certified pedophile probably easily trumps the 2018 push moment. And it wasn't just Kendrick who got shots off either. Whether it was hate on social from rival rappers, Drake was getting hit from all angles, like Alonzo Harris in Training Day. Time will only tell if, unlike Alonzo, Drake will get back up. Then we got winner, Los Angeles in general, which is pretty obvious, I think. Loser, OVO, which was interesting because One Love T.O. Just released a special OVO shirt. And I was like, oh, the timing, guys, give it. Oh. Yeah, it actually looks pretty dope, but and I really like that brand. I've got hats and shirts and tank tops from them. Like, I know one of the owners, and I was like, the timing, boys, the timing, fucking Christ. But anyway, so there's that. Either way, everything OVO lost, obviously. Just also very interesting. No one else came. Obviously, the OVO chant obviously really was a bad look, and that's what a very strong association. Nobody else, like, I didn't see Division, Baka. I guess he posts Party Next Door.
What do you want them guys to do? They're not like,
okay, say like
they're
this.
not like the man that are vouching for Kendrick, for example. Like, compared Party Next Door and Division to the people who are vouching for Kendrick.
That's a fair
like
point.
Like, I don't expect these singers to do shit.
I don't think I expect them to make a song. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm
saying
even
say anything. Like,
just like. If you,
I have seen people say shit, but it's kind of like you're still just a smaller artist in general,
right? Small artist, like, but I mean, like, the people close to him, I haven't really seen. I mean, maybe they just didn't get shared because I don't follow all these people, so I don't know if anything got shared. But I feel like someone like Grand Wizard would have done a roundup of, see, look, all OVO goons unite. The squad's all here. Here's a tweet from Party. Here's a tweet from Division. Here's a tweet from blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't see anything like that. And unless I missed it, but I'm fairly sure there wasn't. So to me, it felt like if either of you guys were being attacked on the internet, I would jump in aggressively. I know Tiff would too, because we've had times where I've been attacked on the internet and she jumped in. Like, and that's what you do for your people. Like, you know, me and Nosh have been in situations and, you know, shit had to be handled. We didn't want to do it, but my brother was being put in a position. So I'm like, all right. And then our boy jumped in too. And Tiff jumped into, like, you had to do what you had to do when there's something going down. So to me, if that's your real, okay, no, if that's your real squad, like, they would say something is all I'm saying. So
yeah, maybe I don't know.
I find it odd. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could say so. I can't speak on that. I don't really know why.
Okay,
this one I disagree with. I can't say he's a winner, or like, I feel like since Metro Groomin started trending, you haven't heard anything from him.
That is true, but I would.
This is the only thing.
That's an interesting point.
But the two albums fucking slap.
They went hard and they started it. BBL Drizzy, if you're looking at it now, once again, 1 month out or whatever, 2 months out, because this came out, maybe it came out in like April or something. The time after the fact of how the culture is, you know, receiving this music and interacting with it to this day, like, BBL Drizzy is still the best beat of the year. It's easily, I don't know if anything's going to beat it. So I feel like maybe it could have just been off that song alone. And then the fact that he started it, that would probably be what I would say. And that's kind of what they're saying here. Because the Metro shut your hoe ass and make some drums was pretty bad look for him. That was bad for like a week, 2 weeks. Actually, probably 2 weeks, because I think Kendrick took 2 weeks to drop after push-ups drop. So call it 2 weeks. That looked pretty bad for Metro. I was like, oh, he got fucked up there. Then he made some drums. That was the problem. All the things Drake told them to do, they did it. didn't work out so well for him. That's really all. So
Mm.
I would say that. Oh,
Oh,
you're saying Kanye's a loser.
controversial.
That's
I
controversial.
do think about
He didn't
his
need to-
time he
his-
done on he went on a radio show and said, "Hey, yo, Dad, I got you."
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, oh, that's shit.
Honestly,
Like,
it was unnecessary. It wasn't
it was
particularly
kind of
good.
stupid. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and even the song got removed. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was. He said
But I
the
wouldn't
future
go as
called
far
him.
to say. I wouldn't say he's a loser though.
No, not in the battle. I feel like he was.
Not in the
To me,
battle.
he's the same as Rick Ross or Game, where they inserted
Not big enough
themselves.
player. Yeah.
Not a big enough player. That's why I wouldn't even say Game or Rick Ross is really a loser. It's like, why are you here, bro? We're not talking about.
Yeah.
that.
Maybe Rick Ross because of how he really tried.
He did really try. That's a good
Rick's
point.
tried so hard to get involved.
But Ye did one thing and then dipped. So
Yeah.
still a little unnecessary. Winner BBLs. So people want BBLs because it's Drizzy. So
Talk
I
to
think that's-
Miami's calendar.
yeah, talking about Meg Thee Stallion accused Drake of having one on Hiss. I didn't realize that. That's pretty funny. The BBL distrumental of the decade. So pretty funny.
Interesting.
Loser AI diss track. So tailor made. Yeah.
This is a winner, man. This is the biggest winner. It's the only reason why it's gone this far.
Let's see what this says. Drake's first mistake was thinking that tailor-made AI diss track was a genius chess move and not a weird indirect cosign of AI. The introduction of AI to the rap world just muddied its waters and added more confusion than anything. BBL Drizzy also utilized AI tech in the instrumental, but it's done in a more tasteful manner. There was something really nasty about Drake using Tupac's voice without permission, and that's why Tupac's estate made them remove the song. I agree with you.
The reason why it got here.
I think you make a really good point with that.
Yeah.
And
But I do get why people have this hatred towards it. Like, I get it. But it's also like, think about it for a second. You might not like it, but think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I get why it's caused this.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't disagree.
Mm.
So probably a little, I think AI diss tracks themselves are the loser, but tailor-made, the song itself, is probably almost solely responsible for pushing it to this level of hatred, because it might have been like, oh, it might have been pretty bad, but this was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking destroy this cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Winner Ozempic. I guarantee the rap fans do not have the same level of awareness about the weight loss drug Ozempic until it became a side character. All right, well, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Loser, Twitter detectives.
Yeah, on both sides. On both sides, I agree. Just losers overall.
With the high, okay, this is talking about specifically like a theory that Drake planted, a picture of his fake daughter in the background of the Family Matters video that wasn't true, and then the items Meet the Grahams were stolen from Dennis Graham's suit at the airport. So suitcase. So yeah, the Twitter detectives, some of the stuff they found out was true, but a lot of it were just pretty insane theories, including this one. So it's like, but this is the shit that pissed me off. Of like, if something happens that's completely unfounded, Drake is it? Whoops, what happened? Drake is a genius or whatever the fuck. I'm just like, stop all this stuff. Like, there's no proof of nothing. People were so quick to claim shit was happening when it wasn't, and it was very frustrating.
It's embarrassing. Here's the real winner.
J. Cole,
real winner.
I can say we were wrong about him. Yeah,
my bad. This guy's a genius. I can't wait for his album. I love it. This guy's one of the goats.
J. Cole. See, look, how I feel about Drake at this very moment is how I felt about. That's how you actually felt. I wasn't as mad. I was still like, thought it was a whack move, but I could still listen to it. You were like, I can't even listen to it. The Might Delete Later album. But J. Cole apologizing and ducking out was easily the smartest thing. He inserted himself in something because he did catch a stray when he should have just like, whatever, and dipped. He had no animosity, so why? I think he just let people gas him up and talk him into it.
Maybe.
So, another winner, podcasts and streamers. I guess this is because Academic's a big winner on this one. And the reaction shots from him are going viral, but Drake and Kendrick evoked his name on their respective disses. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and about the Quavo and Chris Brown. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
And Joe Budden and Rory and Mal. And when Mal was, you think Dan's a fucking Drake stan? Mal is the biggest Drake stan. Jesus Christ. You haven't yelled at anybody about it yet.
Ain't got plans to.
And thank you. And Twitch streamers, Kendrick was letting them play the song without claiming, so that's pretty dope. Get some money. Winner, New Ho King. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And Lucalis. Is that what was Lucalis again? In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
Maybe it was one that Kendrick must have Drake must have referenced it then.
Interesting.
So that's pretty funny. Yep, good point. Loser, women. Oh, okay. All the battles, women have been used as props for punchlines. So Quavo and Chris Brown revolved around ownership over different women. That's sad. And Drake's nuclear weapon centered on his fiancée, who was an innocent bystander. Kendrick had some questionable lines about people as Drake intimate with as real women. Sure, that's true. The women and children are the biggest losers, I guess, from that. Okay, so that was that piece. Interesting.
Wow, very interesting.
And another thing that I found, hang on, go here, was that Joe Budden was saying, did I have the link up already? Did I bring it? Am I smart? No, I'm not smart. Damn it. Joe Budden was saying that he thinks he was responsible for the takedown of Drake. That's what he said specific. The takedown started with him. He passed the baton to Pusha. Because the funny thing, I think Joe did like 2 or 3 diss songs to Drake and Drake never responded. This would have been like 20. It's pretty bad. 2016, 2017, maybe.
No.
And then, no, you're muted as well, just so you know. Unless it was intentional.
Hello.
Did you know that?
Well, I was coughing earlier.
You forgot. Cool.
Yeah.
I just saw your mouth move and didn't hear nothing. I was like, can't. So that's pretty funny. And it's a bit of a stretch saying that he passed the baton to Push and then it kind of went down the line to Kendrick. Bit of a reach.
Similar vibes to Yo Dot, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little. I'm surprised I actually didn't have Rick Ross in that article. I would say I agree with that.
Oh yeah, I'd say he might be the biggest loser. One of the biggest losers. Sorry.
It was definitely like a corny. I understand.
It's just embarrassing.
And they didn't have any beef before this. Yeah, he was like 48, and like just relax, dude.
Chill.
Like you've got a lot of money in a nice house. Like
you live in Miami, just.
He actually lives in 2 hours south of Atlanta.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Okay.
It's Evander Hollywood's house.
I saw the house. It's very weird looking.
Yeah, it's on like 200 acres
mansion.
Yeah, it's like massive place with like 50 bedrooms or something stupid. Like it's pretty insane.
Nice.
So yeah, Rick Ross was definitely like one of the biggest losers of that. So is there any other things that I had on this? No, I think that's really it, but it was pretty spectacular. I don't know. I guess to wrap it up, I know this has been, I think, the best beef in hip hop history. I don't think anything has been this intense, this nuanced, this much hatred, this like achievements as far as like all of the songs. This many songs. That's like 10 songs between them. It's pretty fucking crazy. We got 10 songs in like 3 to 4 weeks, and then the show uniting gang members, streaming records, all these different things. So it's like it's been pretty sick. So I don't know. My guess is that because Kendrick now just shot the video might even come out this week to Not Like Us.
Should do.
And then
it's going to keep the wave going.
I keep seeing funny clips in
multiple
the
spikes.
BTS.
Yeah,
people like Kendrick regrets bringing out everyone. It's just like a swimming pool of just so many people.
And he was like trying to rap, and they just kept jumping on him. He's like
jumping on him.
He's like, and his glasses are falling off and shit. And
it's like the ASAP Rocky. Remember the ASAP Rocky mosh pit video?
Oh, that
and
sounds.
He was just like there like this.
Yeah, he's like, let me out.
So funny.
So if Kendrick keeps it going, which he obviously is, will that bait Drake into it, or is he going to back off because he keeps? I don't know. It'd be interesting. It's like it's continually rubbing the loss in his face. So how long can he take that level of like goading again?
It's like you can't say anything, or you have to think of something. I just don't know what could be that big. Unless I was speaking to someone actually. The only thing he could do is if he done the exact same thing and brought the exact same people to Toronto. That is all I was thinking. Which is near impossible.
Impossible.
No, it's not. I think they'll do it, but that's what I think is the only thing he could do.
So get people to switch sides.
You need to bring the exact same people. You need DJ Mustard to open, You need all the West Coast and East Coast, the Bloods and the Crips all on the stage in Toronto. It's just not going to happen. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't know what you could do.
Cooked.
Because also no one really supported him publicly either in any sort of crazy way, like aside from the game. So it's I don't know, man. It's looking rough. But I'm even thinking just like as a human, as a man, like if someone was disrespecting you in that's a pretty big.
It's that capacity.
It's pretty intense. So look, it's been a beautiful ride. We'll see what happens. I guess maybe next week we'll talk about the Not Like Us video if it drops, and we'll see how it goes from there. But either way, it looks like we have a clear winner, guys. Clear, obvious.
That's right, Dan. That's right.
He's such a pride monk. All right, so let's get to these other quick bit of news, and then we'll do a quick round of things. So Pharrell was dissing Drake on a song off his new biography, apparently. I forgot the bars, but he had like 2 or 3 lines. They were pretty like soft bars, but even Pharrell's dissing Drake. It's like, oof, keeps coming. Should I find? Ah, fuck, who cares? So whatever. That was actually from last week. I forgot to bring it up. New album from NxWorries dropped last week. It was Anderson .Paak and Knowledge. It was I don't know. It's a little too slow for me. Like there's basically no bangers.
Probably hear vehicles in the background.
Garbage truck.
We call that a sick, we call that a sick cunt. It was just the NxWorries album was a little bit yawn.
It's like a Notion likes Anderson .Paak, so I don't know.
Did you listen to it?
Not for me. That's his goat, so I don't know.
It is. Did you listen to NxWorries? No.
The new album?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay. So
I can't like it that much.
Yeah, well, it was just like kind of boring, to be honest. It was just really
no surprise.
Every song was slow. I really like Anderson .Paak too, but bit yawn. Justin Timberlake got the DUI last week. See that?
So funny, and then you see him performing like the day after.
Yeah, and his eyes are like he's
fucking cracked out. Oh my god,
fucking
worrying.
Imagine
his mugshot as well,
and the cop not knowing who he was,
not knowing who it was. It's so
Unreal.
funny.
And they found, I think it was coke. There was like 4 drugs in his system: MDMA and alcohol and something else, and he was driving.
What?
Wow.
Right?
Get somewhere
in the
quick
Hamptons. Yeah, get somewhere real fucking quick. Jesus Christ.
Hell.
So, don't know what's going on there. More Pharrell things. So Clipse, Shasta Push announced a new album produced by Pharrell. So I think it's completed and they're releasing that very soon, which is probably good timing based on everyone's his name
Drake
coming up.
Drake is going to get pummeled again.
So I wonder if there'll be any disses goes on.
Maybe.
I guess it was what was Infrared on?
I don't think there will be. But
I reckon
there
there's
is
one song.
There might be subliminals as opposed to an obvious thing.
Okay.
Maybe just because if Kendrick's doing it and maybe he's sort of like goading him back in the room. Oh, the other thing I forgot. I don't know if I said this to you. I saw a tweet that had Northwest at the show, and they were like Kanye had to send a hate representative. A hate representative. Good. No, it said streets are saying Kanye had to send a hate representative. I was
so
like,
good.
So good. It's never ending. So that is dope. Okay. I don't know. I had this thing on Facebook. I don't know why I put it here. There was like a 9-year-old skater that does a 999, which is like Tony Hawk.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I actually saw that.
Do we even care? Who cares? I don't know why I put it here.
Skateboard.
Yeah, it's like cool. Who gives a fuck?
700.
Yeah, right. It's a lot of hundos. Then I had this other thing, which I don't know if we want to do this now. I'd rather spend the time doing Who Am I? But it was like on a Reddit thing on the R&B subreddit was the title was Which R&B Singers Can't Sing, and it was like the picture is SZA. They're calling her like mumble singing.
Is it?
And
I think that's harsh.
I think a lot of this was so harsh.
It's harsh.
So they were talking about, so you could say, because there's a difference between can't sing and like you can not be able to classically sing really well. Like people were saying there's a difference between sing and sang. So like sang would be Whitney, Mariah, Celine,
Yeah, yeah,
Adele, etc., then there's people like Aaliyah and Mary J. Blige that don't have particularly good voices, but the music they make is perfect for their tone, their abilities. Like it doesn't go really outside of what they can do, but they don't have the vocal chops of these other people type shit.
Interesting.
I hear that.
A few names that came up. So SZA got shat on a lot. They kept saying that no one understands what the fuck she's talking about. A lot. I was like, damn.
Harsh.
Yeah, and they were saying because of all of the production techniques, you don't need to be as good a singer, which I guess is true. So
It's
then
true, but
it becomes more about marketable, so like pretty people as opposed to good
Talent.
singers. They were saying Summer Walker is good. Okay, I don't want to talk about good ones because that's not fun.
I'm reading here Frank Ocean and The Weeknd.
They say they can't sing.
They can't sing.
See, that's so like I don't understand that.
That's weird.
That's so dumb. It's so dumb to me. A lot of these were really like. Are you looking at the Reddit thing from the note?
I'm on the Reddit now, but I
Yeah.
was reading a Rap Genius article.
Oh, okay.
I've seen so many shouts for Sierra.
Yes,
So
Sierra
many.
and Keith Sweat,
Yeah.
who I always hated his music. Probably a lovely guy, but I fucking hate it. Although people are saying Brent Faiyaz isn't a great
Yeah,
vocalist.
and I'm seeing Cassie as well.
I mean, Cassie can't sing for sure. Like, as in, like, she's just like a pretty girl with straight autotune, I think for sure, when she came out. Oh yeah, it's like I'm not gonna say SZA can't sing, but that baby gaga goo goo accent she uses to sing is annoying as hell.
What the fuck?
And someone goes cursive singing.
Cursive singing.
That's hilarious. A lot of people saying that. Brent, they said, even I don't know. People think I think Janae Aiko, same type of thing. I think she's in the Mary J. Blige category where she knows what to do, like she knows how to use the voice. Her
I'm
voice
seeing
isn't.
someone shit on Mary J. Blige right now.
Yeah, they go hard on
Oh
Mary.
my god. Yuck. I think I just spit up a little bit in my mouth. Believe you me, this is a close race with Keith Sweat.
Oh, no. I'll fight that person.
That is a horrible take.
That's a horrible take. No.
Wow.
Once again, you got to know how to use your voice. Like Aaliyah was probably one of the perfect examples. Like every song she ever did was just to her ability, and it is perfect. You can't fucking do that. But apparently, yeah, someone's like all these new R&B singers is weak.
Well, that's not fair.
Because you don't. I think that's not fair as well. People are saying, so yeah, Summer Walker's getting a lot of props, and even saying she's like Badu a bit, which I don't see that at all. But Keisha Cole sings off key on some of her own music. But they go J-Lo, Cassie, and Rihanna can't sing.
Someone here said Black.
Yeah, Black is more like mumble. Black is like Drake. He can hold a note, but he can't really like sing well. Same as Drake. They're like,
but I thought he was like a singer. I didn't think he was a rapper.
He's a battle rapper that decided to sing. Isn't that
interesting?
Dead ass from Atlanta. Crazy.
Wow.
So
that's pretty sick, actually.
But I think Black works with his voice. I got no problem with his level of singing because it's perfect for the type of music he does most of the time. I haven't liked a lot of the newer shit, but at least the first two albums were fucking fantastic.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I saw that
saying Omarion.
Oh, okay.
Why is Omarion not that big?
I think he was like he came out when I was. He was on a boy band. What was it called? B2K.
B2K, yeah.
B2K.
Yeah.
So we were too old.
Big song with Timberland, Icebox.
Yes. So that to me was girl music. I didn't listen to that type
I
of shit.
loved Icebox. I fucking loved that
Interesting.
song. But I don't understand why artists like him aren't that big.
I feel like when you come out, like you debut in a band, a boy band, which is really an R&B group.
15-year-old, like
they were kids.
It's different, bro.
It's like Bieber. It's like why people hate on Bieber. Like I got that comment on the beer video today. Someone's like, Bieber and beer don't mix, and I was like, okay, well, you're wrong. But Bieber's always going to struggle to overcome. Like Justin Timberlake essentially overcame the boy band thing. But
it took him a long time.
It took a long fucking time. He really had to prove himself, get down with the culture and shit. Whereas like Bieber, I don't know if he'll ever fully get past it. Like Britney, probably. Oh, sorry, they both came out. I mean, people from a group. Then, if I want to compare apples to apples. So like, Omarion and B2K, you would have had to be 15 or younger to really give a fuck, maybe 18 or younger or something when they dropped. And then growing with them, like I didn't listen to them because I would have been whatever, not a young girl. and even if I was young, I wasn't that young to listen to that type of stuff. We listen to Mobb Deep and shit. So like I also listen to Brandy or whatever, Mary, but like B2K was too bubblegum for me. And aimed specifically at younger like kids essentially. So I think that could be why he's not as big. But I think he's got a good voice.
In the same category as Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, pretty much. But way before.
Because I love Pretty Ricky as well.
I don't think I've heard a single song from them. I know who they are.
Really?
But yeah.
Oh.
Couldn't tell you one. I think, do you know what it is, bro? There was an era of R&B where I wasn't fucking with it, and I don't like saying it, but I always felt it was girl music. It was stuff that I just only.
I know what you mean by that, though. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know that's a really dumb and kind of ignorant way, but that's the way I've always thought about it. But I was listening to, well, me and Nosh were listening to like one of my first CDs ever was Brandy, I Want to Be Down single. Notion had Monica's album when the first album in like '94. Like we were listening to all Mary, Aaliyah had all her shit the whole way through, fucking all the dope SWV, I'm having a blank, but Brett Brownstone, like all that type of stuff. That was the jam. Lots of singles. R&B stuff had a lot of good singles and stuff. And then there was just an era that it went a certain way. Like I really loved Jagged Edge, but didn't really love much of Drew Hill. And I didn't really listen to all those type of ones that you mentioned, like were like stuff that maybe Tiff was listening to. Like she loves Drew Hill, but I didn't get into it. But I got into Jagged Edge in the first maybe 3 albums pretty heavy. So like it just depends what sort of era you're into. Then maybe I was just not in the vibe for all of that stuff. And there was like a whole like Joe and like what was everyone else?
Do you put Nelly in that category?
Eventually, but I was early on Nelly. Like no one, I was every single time I went to the club, I was requesting Country Grammar, and they played it at like 3 a.m. for me because they couldn't play it during the night because he was not popular yet. Go on, Nosh.
Interesting.
Go on, Nosh. I know we cut you off.
No, the R&B joints like that group As Yet.
That's another good example.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like the sexy.
All of those things.
Yeah,
and there was like that was actually earlier, but that vibe, but like late 90s vibe is kind of the shit that Dan's talking about, or early 2000s. But yeah, there was
because there is a big difference between like the Mary J's, even the fucking Roberto Kellys, to like the fucking Omarions and shit.
Very
like
much.
There is very different. One sounded grown, one doesn't sound like grown.
Yeah, or it's just too soft and too like. Too many ballads, I think. I love Boyz II Men too. We both bought Boyz II Men stuff, but that's why I was showing you Motown Philly and stuff like
too.
Yeah, we went to the show. Like we love Boyz II Men was really big in Australia too, but like there was just like an era that I kind of missed because it wasn't really my jam. So then it's harder to care about it now. Like listening to it, I appreciated it always. And all of those people coming back to this topic, they can all fucking sing like motherfuckers. Nowadays it's a little bit of a mixed bag. I find this is a bit of like, I don't know, unless you're like there's a few of these that are clearly like obvious. Keith Sweat's probably the best example, and maybe like Cassie or something. But like everything else seems a little like kind of like hate, which I don't really like.
Yeah, it's just a lot of it's hate or rage bait,
Yeah, unless they're coming in like, let me go say something everybody loves. Like someone even said Pharrell here. I'm like,
for Pharrell, Rihanna, and stuff. I'm like,
Rihanna could sing now, but I think when she came out, she could barely sing.
She's so like plain. She's straight singer.
But it works for her. Who?
Of course, Rihanna. Yeah. It works for the music.
It works for the music. I reckon that gets past anything. If you can at least like, if the three of us tried to sing, then yeah, cool, we can't sing. But as long as it fits the music that we're doing, I don't really see a problem with like.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
I don't.
I got a new one though.
Yeah, run it.
4Bats. He probably can't sing.
He probably can't because there's so much
processing.
Can't.
It's so much
processing.
That's and like I've heard him
Melodyne and auto-tune.
Yeah.
He has interviews where he's like, partly singing some of his part where he's referencing the track and he's like, yeah, this track, no, and like he's singing it. And I'm like, you can't sing. And like he just sounds like a New York guy just trying to sing, like New Yorker trying to sing. Like he doesn't sound like a an actual
Interesting.
singer.
So
But it's
maybe
interesting.
it'd be, I think, more to see him live and to see if you can tell if he's got effects.
He's on tour, so we'll see.
Well, he's gonna have to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's interesting. That's a good one. People are saying Janet Jackson too.
I saw a lot of shouts for Janet Jackson. I don't know.
Yeah, which is, I don't know. I fucking love Janet. I was arguing with my friend back in the day that she looked at me in a show. He's like, "No, it was me." She looked at me. I'm like, "Nah, man."
It's me.
It was like we're in love with her. We were like right at the front. The Velvet Rope album. God,
It was me. She pointed at me.
you weren't even there. Did you go?
It was me. That's my story. That she pointed at me because I was like, "I love you, Janet," and she pointed at me.
Were you at the show with her? I don't remember. You know, I got a bad memory. This was like '96.
Absolutely, I was right there.
Velvet
dude.
Rope. Who else did we go with?
Absolutely, I was right there with you.
That was definitely me and BJ were arguing about it.
I was fucking there.
Okay, well, that would have been a separate thing. I was specifically talking. I'm not saying she didn't with you. I was arguing with my friend, with BJ, about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if she did, that means we're probably all arguing because we all just wanted to say she looked at us, and she probably looked at none of us. Who knows?
No, but I remember I was at that show and I screamed, "I love you, Janet." And she's like, "I love you too."
Okay, you have a better memory, so I believe you.
No, she wasn't.
she's the
She wasn't speaking to you. She wasn't speaking to you.
best. She definitely.
It was a moment where there was like a silent crowd and I screamed it out. I swear to fucking baby Jesus.
Well,
Nah.
when you pull up the infant Lord, you know I bangs with that.
True. If you get me video evidence, I'll believe you.
In like what year was it, Greg?
96, I think.
You messed up.
Janet Jackson, Velvet Rope. What a great album too. That was 97, so it would have been 97. I will. Yeah.
And when she had that moment where she pointed at the person in the crowd, that guy was like like 4 people away from us, and we were like, "Oh, is that like a random thing?" It was actually a person that was picked from the thing, and it happened.
Oh, they pulled him up.
It was
for
the
dance.
Yeah, he got the seduction on the stage and the lap dance.
Damn it! I wanted that so bad.
Like we were standing like 4 people away from that person. Remember,
dude? You know, I don't remember anything.
He was like just to our right, like me and you.
I feel like he's making this up.
As far as my memory is concerned, Dan is trolling, you know. But yes, I don't remember anything, but I believe you. I have no real recollection, but that was some good times. Dan is anyway. We got on about this too much, but that's great. So, shouts to everybody. Everyone can sing, I think. All right, let's bring this bitch on home with a quick "Who am I?" round. Who wants to start?
Ooh, yeah, go on.
Okay. You going? All right.
Yeah.
Male. Are they male?
Yes, they are.
American.
Yes, they are.
African American.
Yes, they are.
No jump in anytime. Musician.
No.
Sportsman.
Yes, he is a sportsman.
LeBron James.
No, it's not LeBron James.
Basketball.
Yes.
All right, let's name every black man.
Yep, here we go. Yep, you've got it. Yep, I know you've got it now. Well done.
Steph Curry.
No.
DeMar DeRozan.
Damian Lillard.
No.
The guy who was on Russell Westbrook.
No.
Kevin Garnett.
No.
Carl Lowry.
No.
Alonzo Mourning.
No.
Muggsy Bogues.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Oh,
Webb.
fuck.
Carl Malone.
Come on.
No.
Scottie Pippen.
No.
Are they currently active in the NBA right now?
No.
They're not.
No. Well done. You have it. Well done. Well done.
What? Michael Jordan?
Yes. Well done. Yes. Yeah, I knew you were gonna get it. Nice.
Are you lying? I feel like you're lying.
No, it's MJ. I got it pulled up right here. Actually, look, you can see it. You can see his picture.
That's not him.
That's him.
What color is that jersey? Oh, it is him. I can remember. It looks green from here through the screen. All right, fine.
Colorblind.
Nice one. Okay. No, you want to do one? Okay, no, I got one.
Okay.
Do it.
After you, Nosh.
Do it, Nosh.
Guy or a bird?
You can't say that. Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Are you high?
I'm so tired, dude. I'm just falling apart.
Is it a man?
Go, Dan.
No.
Oh, so it is a woman.
Yes. That counts.
Is she? Yeah, no, you can count that. Is she a? Does she do sports?
No.
Is she an artist?
No. Well, Ask that question differently.
Does she sing?
No.
Okay. Is she African American?
Yes.
Okay. Let me think. Is she an entertainer?
Yes.
Okay. Let me think of the kind of industries we're talking. So you said, okay, she has zero involvement in sport.
Correct.
Is she involved in television?
Yes.
An actress?
Yes.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Notion, feel free.
I'm struggling so bad.
We're almost done.
Okay, so she's an actress. Has she been in anything big recently?
Yes.
Like past 2 years, would you say?
For sure.
For sure. Oh, okay. Big. Is she in many comedies? Is she mainly known for being in comedies?
Sort of. Yeah.
Has she been in a movie with Kevin Hart?
Don't know.
Okay, then. Fair enough. Okay, so she's not necessarily
Not that I can see. No.
specifically known for comedy. Okay, when is her biggest movie? Is she a lead actress in her biggest movie?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure. Okay. Does she only act?
No.
Is that what she is? So she does multiple things.
But the question was, is she mostly known for acting? Yes, but she does other things.
Yes. But
Like
she does
comedy?
Cool.
No.
Good
question, though.
Is she above the age of 40?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost guaranteed that she's not. Almost, but no.
Okay, so she's like 38 or 39 or something. Okay.
Correct.
Cool. Okay, so let me think now.
Where she's from is helpful.
Okay, is she from?
Yeah, she's American.
Yeah,
Did we say that?
Yes.
We said that in the beginning. Yeah.
She's from the East Coast.
No.
From LA.
Yes.
Aggressively
from LA.
Aggressively from LA.
Yes.
An LA black actress.
It's okay. No,
it's not very old.
No,
like late 30s. Okay. Late 30s. Is
What
she?
Sykes?
No.
Is she in a movie produced by Jordan Peele?
Good question.
Because if so, then I think I just don't remember her name.
You know this person, like you both know for sure. I'd be very surprised if you don't know him. I'd be mind blown. But it's someone that, like, at least Tiff and I talk about this person a bunch
all the time.
I don't think
Issa Rae.
Yes,
there we go.
Oh,
God,
there we go.
Oh wow,
there we go.
Beautiful.
Gang.
Easy.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
No,
because you're fading. We'll let you off. You good?
Yes,
We're up.
Yes, please.
Yes, we'll bring it home. All right. I'm letting you don't play the fucking theme song because it keeps cutting up on StreamYard. I don't understand. Dan, where can everyone find you?
I Dan Johnson, HGF Gaming, or Born Ollie Sports on Instagram. That's me.
Boom. Notion.
Boom. At Notion Baby, notionbase.com, at Notion MTB on YouTube and Instagram. Get a trailer up, yeah.
Boom. And give me CWFOR, Instagram and Twitter. Guys, if you enjoyed the episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe, or hit that notification bell.
Ding dong.
So you know when the new do. Follow us everywhere at The Moving Fam, at Bad Habits Pod on Instagram. Every week, we're doing pretty good. Maybe in summer, we're going to start to have a couple weeks off here and there because I know I'm traveling and shit, but we'll keep as consistent as possible. Big ups, Kendrick, and follow us on Spotify, 5 stars everywhere. You know the fucking vibes. We'll see you on the next one, yo. Peace, 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 peace. I'm going to play it. No, I'm just going to stop it there because otherwise it'll just cut off. Bye.